want to do better. I don't know where to start. I'm confused. If this is your deal, like it is for a lot of us, when we know that there's more, well, there's different chapters where you can see everybody's in their own unique chapter. You could be going through some tough challenges right now. That's some sort of confused. You could be like where I was like, damn, I've been trying since I was 15 just to get what I vision as ahead. To most, they would see my life and say that's dope, you're killing it. But to me, it was like, man, this ain't nothing compared to what I envision in here. I want to know how to get to what I see in here. That's why I felt so frustrating, so lost, because I knew there was so much more, but I didn't know what steps to take to get there. So there's that kind of loss too. I don't know what to do next. Then there's just I think there's more. But I'm doing as much as little. I don't know, just more confused. And they all have the same solution. Everyone has the same issue, and everyone has the same solution. We all have the journey of life. We could choose to take different paths. Once you're on the right path, which is to be your full potential, then everybody who's going in that path to become better is on the same path, uses the same solutions, but ultimately has different outcomes because we all have our own road that we're going through in this path. We all take our own steps in this path, but ultimately it's the same direction. Could sound confusing. Once you start getting it, all this talk makes sense. Once you start going the journey, once you start going in the right direction, then it's that's what he means. That's what they mean. Because that's where I was at. I was like, what do you mean path? What do you mean conscience? What do you mean energy? What do you mean? I was like, what? Just tell me what to do like everybody else has. I'll follow it to the T, even better than what you expect, and watch how it still doesn't work. That's where I was at. But I'll do it anyways because I'm that's it. I got nothing else. Might as well. Look, it's really simple. Ultimately, and my goal here, my goal here is to be that voice of let me break it down as simple as possible in just regular terms to where it doesn't sound confusing. And hopefully I could show enough receipts, enough proof that, look, I came from this. I weighed 180. I weigh 140. Now we'll start with weight. I was confused on how to get to that vision that I saw myself in. Now it's I see, it's clear as day. All I have to do is this, and this, and then it's just a matter of what I have no control of, which is time, applying what I have full control of, which is my discipline, and which equals my confidence, which is all dictated by how much work I put in. Work, I don't mean go to work I do for my job, but work, what I put into internal work, which is keeping my vibration, my frequency, my mindset, my mood, it's all the same thing, high all day long. String a bunch of those days together, or even break it down in a more simple way, string a bunch of those moments together, we'll put together a day, put together a bunch of those days, it'll put together a week, put 4 or 5 of those weeks together, you got yourself a month. Put 12 of those together, you got yourself a year. A year of high vibe is going to change the results that you're getting. So hopefully I can make that so clear that it doesn't sound confusing. Back to the original. What should I do next? All right, this is the deal. You may hear, if you're already picking up a few of these videos that I drop, or other people with similar messages drop, it's that mindset, it's that energy. Everybody works to keep their frequency high. Everybody keeps their mindset high. It's simple, but sometimes it's not easy because you have rooted habits that keep you in a negative mindset. You think it's negative because it just seems so obvious. How can you make this pile of trash seem cool? Or how could you mean this pile of trash how do you find positivity in that? Using a pile of trash as an example. Well, that's just where you got to use a little bit of creativity, a little bit of desire to be better, a little bit of a desire to I know that there's more. Having just a drop of faith, of belief that you can. Man, but I've tried so long and nothing works. And now I begin. You're still alive, so you can try again. I'm the one that's telling you, look, this is simple. This is simple and this works. It's been working. And hopefully it's an advantage that I'm not so far ahead. I'm just a little bit ahead. I'm just 35 pounds ahead that I've lost. I mean, that's about the only receipt I got, besides internal stuff that you can't really see externally. Where you could say, hey, this guy's not that far ahead. I'm gonna follow along with him. You got the dudes that are way, way ahead. They got other receipts to show the work they've put in for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I don't got that. I got maybe about 6, 8 months of truly like adding even the last ingredient. The first major unlock happened when I was 44. I'm 48 now. You're thinking 4 years you didn't gain more than what you have? Remember, there was just the first initial like, oh shoot, there's this. I've been a victim. Like, oh my gosh. Then, you've seen my other videos. I talk about that. I started, forgiving myself, and then started found that fell on my lap. The whole, hey, you can control your mood, your energy, your vibe, your frequency, your attitude. It's all the same thing by exercising. Oh, okay. And then we went down that rabbit hole. Not staying on topic, but just kind of giving you kind of like the idea that I want is just like, man, just I'm not that far ahead, but everything is clear, super crystal clear on how it's gonna unfold. If you're that lost on like how to do it, how to get ahead, I found this clear path, and it's never been as clear as this one. Everything that I've tried since I was 15, 16 has never been as clear as this one, because this one actually has like step-by-step instructions on what to do to just start feeling great. Which is ultimately is like, how do you feel? That's what you want. You want a great feeling as you're living through this journey of life. If you feel good, you're going to do good. Thoughts, feelings, actions are going to give you good results. That pulls together your habits. That's a collection of what your habits are. Staying on topic. All right, so what are the instructions? Ultimately, you want to listen to the voice of your conscience. Your conscience is telling you what to do next. You hear this talk here about, diet, exercise, wake up time. Listen to the voice of your conscience. Get rid of your vices. There's there's 4 major steps right there. 4 simple instructions on what to do next. But it could sound like, the what? To listen to my what? Exercise? What does that have to do with anything? Look at exercising raises your vibration. Don't see it as working out. Don't see it as going to the gym. It could be as simple as just going for a brisk walk, not a chill stroll. Just like from here to the corner, from here to the stop sign, from here to there. Just go on a hurry upness. You could do it in dress shoes. Just go. Get it going to where you start breathing a little bit. That'll raise your vibration. Boom. The moment your vibration is raised, you're going to start hearing the voice of your conscience get a little louder and a little bit more clear. You're going to know what to do next. It's going to tell you what your next step is. The step that you're taking on the same road. Remember I said it's the same path, but we all have different steps that we're taking because we're all cooking our own soup. We're all going to get a different result. This is our unique individual life. Will never be one exactly like this one, as far as I know. So it's your job to just take that next step. We've been taking these steps going by the self, by instant gratification, by desire, by people pleasing, by doing what others tell us. We're not really listening to our conscience. When your conscience is giving you the exact next perfect step that you need to take, it's going to tell you, hey, stop doing this. Hey, start doing this. Hey, keep this up. I can't really tell you. I don't even want to insinuate what it's telling you, because you're going to start looking for that. I don't want to say whatever, XYZ, say the alphabet. Because then you're going to be looking like, should I say the alphabet? Like, I just want to say, listen to your whatever you feel. What if it's wrong? It's part of the process. You'll know it's wrong because you'll do it, then you'll feel regret, and then you're like, that wasn't the voice of my conscience. Exactly. That's what you learned. Good job. Now pay more attention. Go for that walk again. Again. Do that walk as many times necessary so you can clear up and strengthen the voice of your conscience, because that's the instructions that will lead you to the next step that'll get you closer to success, to getting all the things that you envision you having. Ultimately, you having all those things is by becoming the version of you that you would respect and admire, which is your purpose. Live your purpose. Live to get on your purpose, to become the version of you that you would respect and admire. You, that you would respect, that you would admire. Not nobody else around you. Not your parents, not your spouse, not your teachers, not your neighbors, not your bosses, not your coworkers, not your employees. Nobody. Just you. Somebody that you'd look at and say, that's a down-ass fool right there. I like that guy. He's freaking cool from everything. How do you become that? By listening to your conscience, who's guiding you to do all the things to become, so you can become who you need to become to have all the things that you've wanted to have. You'll attract them because you become that person that's supposed to have those things. You have the things right now because of your habits, because of what you've done every moment, every day, every week, every month, every year. Everything you have because of everything you've done. Your habits. You've probably had low habits because you don't have everything that you've really wanted, that you've imagined, because you haven't been living to your full potential. Doing the things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, that your conscience has been telling you to do in order to get all the things you've always wanted. Those things that you've always wanted, you didn't come up with. Those are factory settings. We come programmed with wanting those things because you should have them. And if you work on becoming your full potential, you can have them. You'll see them. It's like, why don't you have them yet? Because I see them. I've just started really polishing up this journey and listening to my conscience. And I see this stuff get real clear in the horizon and starting to become bigger and bigger as they're getting closer and closer. So you want to start the movement, you want to start the exercise, you want to start the brisk. I'm not even going to call it exercise. For a while, you know what? I'm going to call it a fast walk. Go for a fast walk. I'm going to keep it that simple, starting today. Fast walks, cut down your food, eat correctly. I don't even know what I'm going to call diet yet. We'll just stick to that one. Go for a fast walk. Go for a quick walk. A quick walk will get you going. It'll tell you what to do next. You. Not me, not the next person, not the group. It's not a class. It's just you. It's telling you what to do next. It could be as simple as just like, stop whining. Listen to it and do it. Right or wrong, you'll know, and you'll start learning what your conscience is trying to tell you to do. And whether it's like, oh shit, that wasn't my conscience, that was me. Like, yeah, that's right. Stop doing that. That feeling you're there, that's regret. Avoid that. Then you're going to hear it clear. It's like, I told you not to do that. Why'd you go against it, smart ass? Why'd you go against it? Stubborn. Like, oh, okay, I should do this. And it'll just be a baby step. A baby step. A baby step. Baby steps are so beast because then they turn into 2 baby steps, 3 baby steps, then toddler steps, then toddler walking, then running. Start listening to your conscience by just going for a quick walk. That's step 1. Start going for quick walks. Not at the park, not anything from here to the corner, from here to the parking lot. Just, oh, I forgot something in my car. And go to your car, open it, bullshit your way through, open something. Oh, like, here it is. Yeah, I found it. Put it back. No one cares. No one knows, but you know that you went for that walk. And then listen for your, what are you trying to tell me? Straight. It sounds silly, but even ask, like, what are you trying to tell me? What is my conscience trying to tell me? Build a relationship with your conscience. What are you trying to tell me? And you'll listen. You're like, oh, the first few times it's going to give you chills. It's going to be like, oh, what? And then you're going to do it and you're going to see like the instant result of listening to your conscience. Then you're going to start like, oh, there's something to this. There's something to, it's guidance. It's guidance on what to do next to start living to your full potential, becoming the version of you that you would respect and admire.